Hello everyone, I know I'm in a tank top, I sound a little sick, I apologize in advance. I'm not feeling that good, I don't know what happened, I think I got a little bit sick, but that did not stop me from watching the Granblue Fantasy Relink, or the Granblue Fantasy 10-year anniversary, which had a lot of news for Granblue Fantasy. Honestly, it looked really cool, they did do, all their game show stuff, but there was some news about the fighting game and Relink, so I'm just gonna, I guess, catch you up specifically on Relink, and what's been announced. Excuse me. So first and foremost, as you can see, there's over 1 million copies sold. That's great. This is a pretty good game, honestly, and I love the game as well. So, obviously, wow, congratulations. But the thing that you guys are all probably or curious about is if they announced any news, and they did. So if we just skip real quick, the first thing that they announced in the live stream was that there's a new quest. You guys are already probably familiar with what this is. This is the Lucilius fight. It is called the Final Vision. We saw a bit of a trailer, kind of just displaying what's in the fight. I'll go through it and I guess just kind of go over what I thought to be the coolest parts of the trailer. Again, I've already seen it, so this is not blind react. I apologize, but it was very sick. I'll play a little bit of the sound just so you can hear. It's do you know what I mean? Is there a way for me to go even higher quality? I can't. But it's ridiculous. There's animated cutscenes, there's new boss mechanics, the lasers are back of course, and so are the colors, but weapons are dropping on the ground. It's a new raid. Sandolphin comes in. Okay, I'll leave the link for the trailer and all that stuff if you guys want to look at it yourselves in the description of today's video. But the trailer looks sick, and at the end of it all, if I'm not mistaken, there's this final form or something that Lucilius transforms into. Not really sure what's going on, but we'll see in a couple days when the fight comes out. Looks super sick. Again, Granblue Fantasy, I know this is their 10-year anniversary, and a lot of the other things that people are excited about are fixated on the gacha game or on the fighting game, but damn, they are cooking with the relink portion of their releases as well. It is also only about, I think, 6 or 7 weeks out since they released the game. This is a pretty sizable update that they've decided to showcase. Now, of course, this is coming out on the 14th, and alongside that, they announced a couple of things through this little slideshow. First and foremost, it says that there's new content and adjustments to come alongside a new quest, the Final Vision. So I've already mentioned that there's the new quest, but they do say that there are going to be adjustments. What that means, if that means character adjustments, if that means, new, changes to the systems and stuff, I'm not really familiar, or I'm not really sure yet. I'm sure that they're keeping it ambiguous just so if things end up being a problem, they can keep things on the fly or keep people excited. Regardless, though, very good. These are things that you want to be seeing, especially 1 month out. I know a lot of people are a little bit kind of burnt out on just AFKing 24/7. Hopefully this boss maybe even drops a set of, Lucilius weapons. If I'm not mistaken, Lucilius in the Granblue game or something has weapons specific to his fight as well. And you guys are probably curious whether or not Sandolphin, he appeared for a second. Is Sandolphin going to be playable? And sorry not to spoil you, but even though they kind of teased us right here, they're like, ooh, Sandolphin has a quest for you and he'll be joining you in battle as a guest character, and everyone's like, oh my god, is he going to be playable? And then in the next screen they said, yes, well actually Sandolphin is playable, and that was really cool because I think Sandolphin looks really great. He kind of looks like okay, I'm gonna sound so... Okay, I'm a new Granblue, player, and in the culture of all things, and in the lore of all things, it kind of looks like, the, angel versus devil kind of thing, like Lucilius and Sandolphin. I don't know. I think it's really cool that there's another sword character in the game. I just love sword characters. That's why I love playing Lancelot. That's why I really liked Iden, stuff like that. But winged angel sword kind of thing, really cool. And alongside Sandolphin, or the announcement that Sandolphin is being playable, they announced that he's going to be playable in May 2024 in version 1.3. Very cool. The next thing that we have, though, is the trailers, I believe, for Tuyen and Siofan. The first one is Siofan. And he looks cool. Again, another sword character. I'm a little bit biased. I'm sorry. he looks like a paladin, but he just doesn't have, like, you know, he has 2 swords instead of 1. Or like a bit similar of like a male Catalina. Again, I'm very uncultured. I'm so sorry. Like I know there's probably some lore that connects the reason why he has like this knight or this oath or these knights behind him. I don't know what it is. I just think it looks really cool, especially that, because this looks very similar to Final Fantasy and like the Dark Knight or Paladin aesthetic. This is a sick ultimate. Very good. I mean, how could you not get hyped for this? This character looks unreal. Tuyen just looks unreal. So she's just like bouncing all over the place. She has like a bunch of mobility. It looks like she's not even on the ground. She can knock people up, which again is not really going to be that relevant because you're not knocking up bosses. But that's an AoE stun. That's an AoE attack down, death break, and then burn and poison and slow and attack down. I guess her whole gimmick is doing debuffs. Maybe that might give some use to insult to injury. I don't think any other character in the game right now quite has the level of reliance on debuffs to actually make insult to injury good. So maybe she'll be the character that can actually make use of it. But again, they showed Tuyen and Siofan, which was great. The trailers looked great. Now, again, the other interesting thing about this is that they said that these 2 characters are slated for 1.2. Which is coming in April 2024. But alongside new quests, again, they are also going to be adding character adjustments alongside, again, the 2 playable characters. So whether that means buffs or nerfs for characters, I'm not sure. Fixes to the way that certain characters work, again, completely unsure. But they didn't even specifically say for systems. They said specifically character adjustments. So whether or not the first round of changes or adjustments that they talked about were specifically for system, and this next set of adjustments are going to be specifically for characters or for, you know, the way that characters work, who knows? But it would just be kind of odd for them not to include the same wording if they meant the same thing, or for them to specifically or specify 2 different types of adjustments to come. And of course they said adjustments, so unless if they're just saying really vague talk for no reason, I think it's safe to assume that they're probably going to be keeping an eye on how strong certain characters are. If certain systems or certain drop systems, something like that, are a little bit too annoying to deal with. In any case, very excited for this. And then the final thing, alongside some like merch things that they included, and just, you know, I'll show that at the end. But the next thing that they kind of mentioned, which is really cool, is that there is actually another live stream that is going to take place on the 25th of April, which is actually 2 days after my birthday, if you cared. But you probably don't. Anyways, this will be premiering at 7 p.m. JST. I have no idea what time that is for EST. I apologize, but that is the announcement, which looks really cool. It looks like maybe something more story-based. Id and Lyria are both on screen, and it looks like someone in the background is previewed, like an evil big bad guy or something. Id always trying to protect Lyria. That's really pog. Whether or not that's a continuation of the story, a new character, I'm not sure yet. A new boss fight, maybe. In any case, stay tuned for April 25th, which will be really exciting. I'm really excited with how frequently they're showing off content. We're getting pretty much content at this rate, I think, like at least like once a month or so, or maybe every 5 weeks. And then finally, they had the merch things, which the guidebook, I'm not entirely sure if they said that there would be a code for something in it. I couldn't tell if people were memeing that there's a code. If there is, that's great. I apologize. I don't speak the language. Same thing with the Granblue original soundtrack, which they opened, which it does actually look kind of good. It's like, that's a very, very high quality looking, you know, CD soundtrack case, or, you know, it's, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think anyone really, you know, buys this for actual use as opposed to just, you know, collection purposes. But it looks great. It looks really interesting. If you're a collector and you enjoy that sort of thing, that's great. I can't do it probably because the taxes or like the shipping fee will probably cost me $7 quintillion. Anyways, that was basically all that got announced in the live stream, though, guys. The 10-year anniversary definitely delivered. I get it. Some people probably would have wanted them to announce more specific details for Relink, but with just how general or how vague things are, I think it is still okay to be a bit hopeful for the things that they announce. Again, I apologize for my voice and stuff, but long story short, I'm pretty hyped. They've officially announced Sandolphin, and that was a character that I think was data mined a little bit earlier. People weren't sure if he was going to be playable or not, but now we know he's playable. Lucilius, The fight looks great. He's got like a second form or like a final form or something. Adjustments are coming according to their own sides. And then Tuyen and Siofan, they look great. And if I'm mispronouncing any of those names, I'm so sorry. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, turn on the notification bell, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. I apologize for not streaming again. I'm trying to overcome this sickness. I don't know what's going on. I just feel like I feel so bad. Anyways, thanks again for supporting. I'll see you guys all on stream or on YouTube. Any of the rest of my socials. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Adios.